Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into something pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
It's about the Indian Constitution,
All right.
and something I bet most people haven't even thought about.
Okay.
We always think about the Constitution as this,
Yeah.
set-in-stone document, right?
Right.
But it's had its own journey. Did you know
hmm
that for decades, there wasn't an official Hindi translation?
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, the original was adopted in English in '49. And think about it, a huge chunk of the population is Hindi-speaking.
Absolutely, yeah.
So there was a Hindi version floating around, but legally
Wow,
useless.
that's wild.
And this isn't just history trivia, folks. For anyone out there prepping for the UPSC exams,
Yeah.
this kind of stuff shows you get the nuances.
It's true. Understanding the evolution of the legal system.
Exactly.
That's key for those exams.
And even if exams aren't your thing, think about it. How laws are interpreted, applied,
hmm
it affects everyone.
Impacts daily life in ways
Yeah.
most people don't realize.
Right. Imagine trying to figure out your basic rights as a citizen, but the official document is in a language you're not fluent in.
Yeah, that's a huge barrier.
It took until 1987, the 58th Amendment, to change that. And that's what we're going to unpack today.
Big moment, for sure.
Huge. This amendment finally gave us an official Hindi translation of the Constitution.
Authorized by the president himself.
Big deal. But it's not just that there's NIW, a Hindi version, it's how they did it.
Yeah, the specifics are important.
They didn't just swap out words. The amendment said the Hindi version has to match the legal language already used in Hindi laws.
Makes sense. Got to keep things consistent.
Exactly. Imagine the chaos if legal terms meant different things depending on which version you were reading.
Oh, a total nightmare.
Right. And here's the kicker. This translation, it's not just some helpful guide.
It's the authoritative Hindi version, equal weight to the English original.
Boom. Game changer.
Huge implications for accessibility and legal interpretation.
Absolutely. But then the question pops up, why'd it take so long? Like decades passed.
Yeah, what was the holdup? Well, our sources point to a couple of big reasons.
Okay.
First, public pressure was mounting. People, legal folks, they were all saying, we need a reliable Hindi version.
Makes sense.
People got to understand their rights, their duties in a language they're comfortable with.
Right.
And the second reason, ensuring accuracy. Matching it up with existing Hindi legal texts, it's complex stuff, takes time.
Yeah. Can't just rush that.
Absolutely not.
But you got to wonder, right? That delay, does it tell us something about how English was prioritized in those early years?
That's a thought-provoking point for sure. Language isn't just about communication.
Right.
It carries social and political weight.
Absolutely. So we've talked about the why. Now let's get into the how.
The nuts and bolts of the translation itself.
Right. Translating something as important as the Constitution, that's got to be a delicate process.
Precision is key. Every nuance matters.
Absolutely. You're not just finding equivalent words, you're capturing legal concepts.
Making sure it all aligns with existing Hindi legal terms.
Right. And this had a ripple effect. This translation influenced how legal terms are used in Hindi today.
Shaped the legal language itself.
Exactly. It's more than just having a Hindi version. It's how it shaped the whole legal landscape.
Impact is still felt today.
But there's one more thing that's super interesting. Article 394A. It's like a safety net in case there's any disagreement between the Hindi and English versions.
Sort of like a referee making sure both versions stay aligned.
Exactly. But it makes you wonder, has that referee ever been called into action? Like, have there been any clashes? And what happened then?
Now that's something worth digging into.
It is. Especially for anyone prepping for the UPSC, this whole deep dive into the 58th Amendment is gold.
Absolutely. Understanding the context, the impact, it'll give them a real edge in the exam.
For sure. And for everyone else listening, this is food for thought. Does having official text in multiple languages make a democracy stronger? Does it make things more inclusive, ensure equal access to justice?
That's a big question that goes way beyond just the Indian Constitution.
Right. It's about how we govern diverse societies and what that really means.
So much to think about. And I encourage everyone, especially those UPSC aspirants, to keep digging.
Yes.
Look for specific cases where that Hindi translation might have played a crucial role.
Right.
You never know what fascinating stuff you'll uncover.
It's a reminder that even a nation's constitution, this fundamental document, has its own story.
It's always evolving.
It's always evolving.
Yeah.
And that evolution, it reflects the changes in society, the political shifts.
It's a window into understanding the nation itself.
Exactly. Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. But remember, the exploration doesn't end here. Keep those questions coming.
Keep learning, keep exploring.
And we'll see you next time for another fascinating deep dive.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.